What if I told you some of the richest people on Earth are spending millions of dollars preparing for disasters most of us never even think about? Wars, economic collapse, cyber attacks, global pandemics. Some people even believe they're preparing for something much bigger, a complete reset of society itself. Now, before you call me crazy, let's separate the facts from the theories. Because billionaire bunkers are real, and the deeper I looked into them, the stranger the story became. Think about it. If you had billions of dollars, what would you buy? A private island? A super yacht? A mansion in the mountains? Most people don't answer. A giant hole underground. Yet that's exactly what some wealthy people have done. And these aren't simple emergency shelters. Some have bedrooms, medical facilities, gyms, swimming pools, entertainment rooms, even enough food and supplies to survive for months, maybe years. At first, that sounds ridiculous, until you remember how quickly the world can change. In 2019, very few people expected a global pandemic. History is full of moments nobody saw coming. Empires collapse, markets crash, wars begin, technology changes everything, and suddenly, what seemed impossible becomes reality. So maybe building a bunker isn't as strange as it sounds. Maybe it's just preparation. But here's where things get interesting. If these bunkers are simply about safety, why are people so fascinated by them? Why do they inspire so many theories? Some people believe billionaires know something the rest of us don't. Others think they're preparing for economic instability. Some point to rising global tensions. Others believe it's just wealthy people doing what wealthy people have always done, trying to protect themselves from uncertainty. And honestly, that's probably the most interesting theory of all, because powerful people preparing for disaster isn't new. Thousands of years ago, kings built castles, cities built walls, empires built fortresses. When danger appeared, the powerful didn't run toward it. They built protection. The difference is that today's castles are underground, and instead of stone walls, they have air filtration systems, security cameras, backup power, and enough supplies to survive for a very long time. In a strange way, billionaire bunkers might just be modern castles. But then another question hit me. If people with unlimited money are still worried about the future, what does that tell us? Think about it. Most of us believe that money buys peace of mind, that if we just had more, we'd finally stop worrying. But many of the people with the most money in the world are still preparing for worst-case scenarios. They're still thinking about what could go wrong, still planning, still protecting, still building. Maybe fear doesn't disappear when you become rich. Maybe it just changes shape. And maybe that's why this story fascinates us. Because deep down, this isn't really a story about billionaires. It's a story about all of us. Every human being wants security. Every human being wants certainty. Every human being wants to believe tomorrow will be okay. The billionaire builds a bunker. Someone else buys insurance. Someone else saves money. Someone else stores food. Different actions. Same desire. The desire to feel safe in an uncertain world. So why are billionaires building underground bunkers? The answer depends on who you ask. Preparation? Fear? Experience? Opportunity? Or something else entirely? The truth is, we may never know exactly what's going on inside their minds. But maybe that's not the mystery worth solving. Maybe the real mystery is why human beings have spent thousands of years trying to prepare for a future nobody can predict. And maybe the next time you hear about a billionaire building a bunker, you shouldn't ask, what do they know? Maybe you should ask, what are they afraid of? Because that question might tell us far more about human nature than any bunker ever could. We only know a small part of what's happening around us.